The golden at bat. Ooh, I know you talked about it yesterday on PHLY Phillies. The golden at bat. So you're Mr. Philly, Tyler Zulli. So the long and short of it is, one time a game, and let me see how I had it up here, and then of course I navigated away from it. But I saw what Jason Stark put out there about it. But essentially, what it is it's an idea that allows a team one opportunity to call upon a hitter who's in the lineup but not due for an upcoming at bat at any point in the game. So, like, it's the bottom of the ninth. There's a runner on first base, and you have Steve Jeltz coming up to the plate. You have a terrible hitter coming up to the plate. You could bring in whoever from your lineup and put him at bat once a game, the golden at bat. It could be, Tyler said this earlier, it could be Bryce Harper comes up, bases loaded, he strikes out. Hey, Bryce Harper, you're up again. Right? One time a game, the golden at bat, where you can put any player up to bat. Your thoughts, Tyler Zulli?
Yeah, I think this is ridiculously silly. I think a lot of the rule changes that have taken place over the last couple of years, even the ones that I kind of was like begrudgingly understanding of, I think they have merit. I think the pitch clock I didn't love because I thought that it was going to, maybe cause some arm fatigue or arm problems. It was going to change the direction of the game, has significantly increased the pace of play of baseball. It's actually been an enjoyable product. You don't really notice it other than when you get a pitch clock violation, which is happening still, but it's happening significantly less. The biggest one for me was I was the biggest fighter against the DH in the National League because I thought it took the strategic environment out of being a manager in the National League. There's merit to say nobody wants to see, 99.9% of pitchers who hit 080 in the lineup. They want another bat. Totally understand. It's part of the game of baseball. This one is so ridiculous that I honestly was hesitant to bring it up to you yesterday because I thought it might be a joke. Like, I thought it might be one of those like fake Twitter accounts.
Or like it was talked about, but not in any real serious conversation.
So I literally spent 24 hours, not a full 24 hours, but I sat on it for 24 hours because I wasn't sure if it was a real thing or not. And
I kind of did too.
It's just so out of left field for me. It feels like it's, Space Jam, where at the end, Bill Murray comes running in. And he's like, you guys need my help? But instead of Bill Murray, you get your best hitter in the ninth inning. Because that's what it's going to be, right? You're going to save it for a spot. And it may not always be the ninth inning, but you're going to save it for a spot where, hey, bases loaded, 2 outs. And instead of Johan Rojas, put Bryce Harper at the plate.
Yep.
And to me, how is the other team allowed to counter that?
They don't.
So my thing is, you put this rule in where you have to face three hitters, right? Minimum 3 hitters to be removed from the game. What happens if you have a reliever who's slated to face 3 righties in a row, and then all of a sudden Rob Thompson's able to go, Bryce Harper's hitting. Can they go to a lefty? Are they allowed to do that?
Isn't that what makes it intriguing? And again, my initial reaction was, is this real? Dumb. It's so one-sided that like you're almost looking for somebody to say something that says, okay, well, that's the counter to it. And there's no real counter to it other than, like you said, rule changes have worked in baseball. The pitch clock's been great. I was for the pitch clock. I want a game sped up. I think it worked out. There's a lot of bitching and moaning early, especially from ex-players. They were like, "Oh, you're chill." Like,
I hated it, but I've come to I came to terms with it, and then I actually enjoyed it because, like I said to you, there is something to be said about like, hey, it's Tuesday night, and I'm not still sitting watching the Phillies at 11 o'clock at night because it was a 3.5-hour game.
So it's closer to being rock and jock softball where they put the train tracks in the outfield than it is real baseball.
Do you want the inconvenient truth, or do you just want to see me hit a couple dingers? Right. That's what this is.
Yeah, like why don't we just once a game we just give you a home run whenever you want to. It is intriguing if you think about it, though. It is intriguing. One thing baseball has to do, okay, is I love baseball. Baseball was my first love. I love the Phillies. and I don't watch a ton of out of market baseball, but baseball got it right. Baseball was really good this year. Playoff baseball was really good this year. Baseball in general was really good this year. Games are sped up. You're not watching 4-hour games, 4-hour bad games. So it worked. We don't like change, right? Whenever you try to change something in sports, whether it's baseball or football or whatever, initially you're going to resist it. But think about what a game would be like if what we talked about. All right, Phils are down by a run. There's a runner on first and second, 1 out. Johan Rojas is coming up. No, he's not. Here comes Bryce Harper, golden at bat. Like, tell me that's not cool. Tell me that's not awesome. Now, you're changing the fabric of the game. But they've already done that with extra innings, with putting a runner on second base. They already did that with 7-inning double headers. They've already done that with a pitch clock. They've already done that with how many batters a pitcher has to face. You just can't take them out after one. And that's been very effective. It speeds up the game. They've done that in football with instant replay. Oh my God, Tyler, there was so much bitching about instant replay before. Like, oh, you can't have replay. It's going to slow the game down. But what about error? What about you want human error in games? No, I don't. That's why I want more replay in the NFL. And they've given you more replay and the games are better for it. So why would this be so bad? That's my question.